Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video we are going to be talking about how you're going to set up your budget as a beginner starting from scratch. If you don't know how to budget, this video is for you. I'm going to be talking about how to start from nothing to having a budget that you can work with. Step one is going to be to go through your bank statements and your receipts. So this is going to be for the last 60 days to 90 days. You need to find out where your money is going, what are you spending your money on, when your bills are coming out, things like that. So you're going to print off your bank statements. You can easily do this online. If you can't print, you can use your phone or your iPad, and you need to write down every single thing that you spend money on. When money is coming into your account, what is it for? Is it income? When is money going out of your account? What is that for? And I said receipts because receipts show cash. Bank statements will show if you pull out cash, but your receipts show if you're spending cash on things. Now, if you don't keep your receipts, that's okay. Just work with your bank statements and you can adjust your budget as you need to once you have created one. So that is going to be step one, is to go through your bank statements. Step two is going to be to categorize your spending. Now, what I mean by that is with your bank statements and your receipts, you're going to categorize them. You're going to ask yourself, are you spending cash or card? And then examples of categories that you would be using is going to be groceries, gas, eating out, shopping, subscriptions, bills. So how much are you spending on groceries every week? How much are you spending every month? How much are you spending on gas? How much do you eat out? This one's normally a big one for people. This is normally one that people tend to struggle with because it's easy. You're tired at the end of the night. You don't want to cook, so you eat out. Shopping too. A lot of people like to spend their money shopping online, whether it be online or you go shopping in person. Subscriptions. A lot of people will sign up for free trials and then forget to cancel them, so they go through your account. Or you have just an abundance of subscriptions that you forgot about, that you don't use anymore. All of these things you want to write down. You're going to write them down. When you write down your bank statements, you're going to write down the date, the amount, and the name of whatever's going out of your account. That way you can, and I like to use highlighters, so designate a color of your highlighter to groceries, designate one to gas. So you can just quickly go through and highlight as you go, and then at the end you list them and total them by week, by month, bi-weekly, however often you get paid. That way you know how much to budget. So step three is going to be eliminate unwanted expenses. Like I said, a lot of people spend too much money eating out, shopping, and subscriptions. Eliminate unwanted expenses by canceling those subscriptions that you keep forgetting to do. Take the time, go online, log in, and cancel them if you're not using them. That is going to save you quite a bit. If you have 3 subscriptions that are $9.99 a month and you cancel them because you're no longer using them, that's $30 that you saved. $30 may not be a lot, but it's still money that you are giving away without using that subscription. Eating out, set a budget, say, wow, I've ate out a lot. I do not need to eat out that much. I'm going to spend more in groceries because it's more cost effective than eating out. And you're going to take that money and save it from here and put it to debt, put it to savings, put it to spending, a vacation, whatever it may be. So cancel your subscriptions, exactly. So eliminate those. Every penny counts. Cut back on things like shopping and eating out. Okay, so say you spent $200 eating out that week, or bi-weekly or a month, and you're like, you know what, I still want to eat out. I'm not going to deprive myself. Be realistic, you guys. If you stretch yourself too thin, you'll get burnt out in your budget. Just like with working out, when you start, you're like, oh, I'm going to go so hard. And you go so hard and then you get tired, you're exhausted, you hurt. The same thing is for budgeting. Test it out. Say instead of 200, I'm gonna spend 100. I'm gonna cut back a little and I'm gonna see if that's still too much, or what do I need to be spending my money on. Step 4 is gonna be write down your bills. So you went through your bank statement, you highlighted them, you categorized them, so you know which ones are your bills. Now you're going to add those bills to your monthly calendar. Get a monthly calendar, you can print them, you can use the one on your phone, whatever it may be. You're going to list the name of the bill, the amount, and the date that it is due. You're gonna go to your calendar, you're gonna find the date that it's due. You're then gonna list the name of it and how much is due, okay? So then step 5 is to write down all your debt and add it to the calendar. When I say add it to the calendar, I mean that your monthly payment that's due. You're gonna list out the name of the debt, how much is your payment, when is your payment due, and then your total amount due. Now, depending on if you're gonna use the Snowball method or the Avalanche method, if you don't know what those are, the Snowball method works really well for low income. Low income meaning that you don't have a lot to put to the card with high interest because the payment may be higher or the balance might be higher and you need to get rid of more monthly payments. You would use the Snowball method. So the Snowball method is that you list your debts from smallest to largest and you work on paying the smallest one off first, working your way all the way to the largest. The Avalanche method is where you're gonna take your highest interest and pay that off first, because in the long run, you're saving more money by paying off the highest interest one, regardless of the payment size, regardless of the total amount, the highest interest, because you're being charged more from that. So in the long run, you're actually saving money as you're paying off debt instead of letting that high interest card accumulate interest and paying more on it over time while you're trying to save for this to pay off the smallest debt. So you're gonna write down your interest, and then that will depend on how you decide to do your debt. If you are not low income and you're medium or you have more income, then the Avalanche method may serve you better because you're saving more money by paying off the higher interest first. For me, I am using the Snowball method because that's what works for my family and I. We are a family of 6 and we are solely one income with my side hustle income. So we don't have a lot of money to put towards debt. So we are working with Snowball to eliminate payments monthly first. You're gonna write down on your calendar the name, the payment amount, the due date. That way you can have, now you have your bills and your debt on your calendar, okay? The next thing you're gonna be doing is income, and you're gonna add your income to the calendar. You're gonna add how much and how often are you getting paid. How much are you getting paid from side hustles? How much does your husband make? How much does your wife make? How much your significant other, whoever it may be, how much do they make and how often are they getting paid? You're gonna add that to your calendar. So you now have your bills, your debt, and your income. Now, if you have anything else going on in your life, I didn't list it here, but you can definitely add this in. Do your kids have sporting events? What is going on in your day-to-day life that could affect your budget? Is there a birthday? Is there a holiday? Is there any activities that you know you will be leaving to spend money? You need to make sure that you budget that into your paycheck, or you will be spending that money in another category. You'll be short, you'll be overspending, and then you won't ever make progress in anything that you want because you'll be playing catch up for the event that you did not plan for. So make sure that you are putting that in your calendar. What events are coming up, any doctor's appointments that you'll be spending money on, any of these things, co-pays, these things you need to pay attention to or else you will miss them. Step 7 is going to be to total your weekly expenses. So when you went through your bank statements and you categorize gas, groceries, eating out, shopping, all of these things are going to be weekly expenses, spending, whatever it may be, your pets, your kids, okay? You're going to take your necessities, okay? So that's going to be like if you go to Costco and you buy big bulk things, Do you have kids? Are you buying diapers and wipes? Are you deodorant, shampoo, conditioner, toilet paper? I categorize those as necessities, not in my groceries. My groceries is strictly food, and necessities are here because I want to know how much am I actually spending on food? How much am I actually spending on necessities? So you're gonna total all of these up. You've highlighted them from your bank statements. You're gonna add up how much you're spending on a weekly basis if you get paid weekly. If you get paid bi-weekly, add up how much are you spending bi-weekly. If you get paid once a month, it's gonna be once a month, how much are you spending on these? If you get paid every other week, then you need to do every other week. However often you're getting paid, add these up, your total expenses. Step 8 is gonna be to total your bills in one, okay? Total up all your bill payments. So you wrote down your bills and you have them, the amount and the due date. Now you're gonna add up all of your bills a month and write that down, okay? Then you're gonna add up all of your expenses. You totaled your expenses, right? So you should have that. So you have your bill amount, your expense amount. Now you're gonna add up how much are you paying to your debt every single month? Add that up, okay? Your debt payments. You wanna have each one of these things listed in order to know if your budget is going to work for you, because you're gonna take this over to step 9. Step 9 is you're gonna take your total income. How much are you making every month? Now this is all monthly, okay? So your monthly income, your monthly bills, your monthly expenses. You're gonna take your income, you're gonna minus your bills. Then you're gonna minus your expenses, your weekly expenses and your debt. Okay, I categorize bills and debt all into one. But you're gonna take all 3 of those and you're gonna minus them. This is going to give you your remaining. Now, if you are in the negative for this, if you're spending more than you are making, that is not good. You want to go back to step 3 and eliminate unwanted expenses. Cancel your subscriptions, go back on things, eating out, whatever it may be. You need to cut back because it either needs to be 0, which is a zero-based budget, which means every single dollar has a job, or if you have any leftover remaining, this is where it's gonna carry over into step 10. Step 10 is your leftover, your remaining amount, okay? You're gonna take this and you're gonna divide it into 3 sections. Your debt, your savings, sinking funds. Now, if you're asking what are sinking funds are categories that you are expecting to spend on, car maintenance, something in your car, tires, a new car, birthdays, Christmas, vacation, things that are gonna come up in your life that you don't have the money to spend in every single paycheck, though that is what a sinking fund is. So your debt. So what you're gonna do with the leftovers, you're gonna put extra payments, you're gonna pay extra payments. Whatever your remaining is, you can do any of these. I really recommend taking the 50-30-20 rule, which is 50% to debt, 30% to savings, and 20% to sinking funds, okay? So this would be an extra debt payment, your emergency savings, your kids' savings, your Roth RIA, okay, your retirement, whatever it may be, your savings, okay? Then you're gonna take your sinking funds, wants or needs, okay? So the wants or needs are gonna be like Christmas. Are you saving for home down payment? Are you saving for birthdays, a new car, like I already said? Another one would be like vacation, car maintenance, whatever it may be, that is where these are gonna go. I recommend doing this. This step is completely optional, okay? This is if you wanna get rid of your debt, if you wanna add to your savings, and then if you want to do sinking funds. Now, sinking funds is where cash envelope system comes in. That's where people are taking this. So after they've done all 10 steps, they are now moving into sinking funds to pull into their cash envelopes. This is what mine are. I will show you. So mine are cash envelopes. I've got extra debt, okay? I've got emergency in here. I've got a new car maintenance. Okay, these are just some categories. Date night that I want to save for, we don't go out too often. My kids, okay, each one of my kids have an envelope, okay? And then I've got family time if we're gonna go do something fun, birthdays, okay? Household would be like decor for my house. If I need anything, vacuums, whatever it may be. Household project, holidays, okay? Vacation, my wedding, because I am engaged, okay? Saving challenge. A lot of people have fun with this. There's so many saving challenges out there to pick from. And you just save up this year. You challenge yourself to save in that year, in that month, in that week, whatever it may be. So if you are interested in those envelopes, those are mine. They're on my Etsy shop. The link is down below. So these are the 10 steps to creating a budget that'll work for you. Once you've done this, try to stick to it, you know, challenge yourself to a no spend calendar, challenge yourself to not spend extra money that you don't need to. See how it works. If you find yourself really struggling to like not eat out or not spend on shopping and you have the extra, give yourself a little extra. It's okay. This is supposed to challenge you because your goal is to get somewhere. Your goal is to, you know, pay off your debt, to save for these things. So your budget is simply to help you stay on track so you don't get further in debt. So that is my 10 steps to budgeting, how to create a budget, and how to start for beginners. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down below if you think I forgot anything. I'd love to hear your guys's comments. I mean, you definitely could take your remaining hair. I didn't list it, but you could invest it as well. I'm sure that will pop up. I do not invest, but I know that it is so smart to start, and I would love to start. I want to do some more research before I start investing. But that's gonna do it for today's video. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this was helpful for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will get back to you. Bye, you guys.